How's everybody doing tonight? This is a special edition, King of the Ring, brother. Me, Doc, and Puff are going to talk about old art styles, new art styles. We're going to show some hauls, a couple unboxings, and we're just going to have some fun. Don't forget to check me and Doc out on the hunt later, taking on Captain Comics. We're going to sink his battleship, dude. But before all that, bring in the co-host, man. I can't do it without these guys because these guys, we all kind of collect our books or the way we want, and we're all serious as fuck collectors, brother. When you see guys like old Stay Puff and Doc Savage enter the room, you know that you're in for a treat. So here's my boy Puff.
What's going on, everybody? Happy to be here. Another episode of King of the Ring. And I
remembered
excited.
My belt this time, and you jabronis forgot yours, I think.
Oh, no, I got mine, man. I got mine.
Oh, yeah.
I can't say I remembered it, but I walked across the room and grabbed it when I remembered that I didn't have it last time.
So, thank you guys for coming. I'm glad that you're joining me once again for our second episode of King of the Ring. How's your week's been? I'll start with Doc. How's your week going this week, brother?
Yeah, no complaints, man. No complaints. Good stuff. Nice. Working hard. Got some new stuff. I'm not sure if I should show it now or at the hunt. But
that'll be up to you, man. You know, you'll say. I know you got 2 matches to handle, so.
I have 2. I only have 1 today.
At this point.
I don't think.
No, you got the cover and.
We're not doing cover today. I don't think.
I'll have to check, but I thought that you guys were maybe not.
If I am, I'm ill prepared.
Yeah, I thought he said what we were doing, and yeah, I'll check for you. But before that, how was your week, Puff? How'd you do this week, brother? You doing good?
John,
I made it, man. It's like get through the week, get to the weekend, and that's where I have all my fun. Because I'm back this weekend. I am back. You know, last week I didn't have nothing on the wall, but I got all my stuff back on the wall. You know, I was on Vigilante. Tomorrow, my show is coming back, chatting with the comic community. I'll be on the comic call as always this Saturday night, and then of course you got Silver Age Sunday. So it's gonna be a full weekend for me.
I gotta make that damn show, man. I swear it's like being a parent and shit and having, you know, your girlfriend and your kid, and it's fucking Saturday, and it's just like, for some reason that like 2 to 4 gap always fucks me, man. I'm always either getting lunch or I gotta make it though, dude, because I haven't showed a haul on Silver Sundays or your show for a while.
Yeah, man, we miss you, man. You usually come on and you be at that shop, man, just digging through books, and that's awesome.
Yeah, I'll make a better effort. Hopefully I can get in this week. So,
and the man,
what do you guys think about?
If you want to join tomorrow, man, I'll definitely send you the link.
What time is Sunday or Saturday?
Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern. You available?
What's that, 2?
Chatting with the comic community.
Yep.
The problem is I'm on Gray Man's thing exactly that time.
Oh yeah, Doc's already scheduled.
Shoot, right. I would, dude. No, I so would. My wife's so used to it now. She's like, "Oh yeah, you have that thing at 2." It's like 2 o'clock on Saturday has become.
Hey, well, I'll say this: if you get off at 3 or whatnot, we'll still be on.
All right.
So I'll send you the link anyway.
Send me a link. It usually goes from 2 to 3:20 though. It's not exactly.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, Biggie knows, man. I'll be going like 2, 3, 4 hours on.
All right, then yeah. You send me a link, man. I'd love to hang out. Absolutely.
Yeah, we could. Absolutely. You can sneak in there every now and then because it's on for a pretty good while. Shout outs to John and Tapia. Good to see y'all. By the way, Big Tone said that there is no cover. I was wrong, so you only got to worry about tags, so that's good.
Gotcha. Tapia, man, he was one of my favorite.
So what do you guys think we'll do?
Johnny Tapia from New Mexico. He's from my hometown, Albuquerque. That dude was a great boxer. Unknown, but I mean, he was known when he was at his prime. Big time.
Who are we talking about?
Johnny Tapia. From my hometown, man.
Tapia. Okay. Yo, let's just do a little weekly haul. Either one of y'all ready to go? I
don't have a weekly haul because I usually pick up my books on Saturday. So
All right.
I do have one
So
thing
we'll
to show.
just-
You can start with Doc though.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
We'll start with
Picked
Puff
up-
since he's got a
pick-
light week.
Picked up some. Oh, he's starting with you, Puff.
I gotta get my one book, but you can start with Doc or
Yeah, you
yourself.
Yeah, come on with me.
Okay.
Buddy.
All right, we'll start with Doc.
Did I show this one already? Remind me if I saw this one at my LCS. Nothing key
No, I didn't
about it, but I
remember
just love that cover. That is, to me, a great cover, and wasn't particularly expensive, but it's pretty nice grade. So, just picked up a little Shang-Chi action. Let's see here. I'm going to show modern comics. How about that, Biggie? Is that blasphemy? Boom Studios. This was interesting. It's like modernizing Indian mythology into a comic book, and I thought it was pretty well done. I'm not going to give spoilers, but we were going to talk about modern art versus older stuff, so I thought I'd pull out some of my more recent acquisitions.
Yeah, we'll get in that. Keep that close by. We'll hit that segment after we
I also
do show
pick
and
up this
tell.
one, Way of X. I sort of like the whole X series the way it's gone. It's a little different, but keeps me entertained. I'm liking it so far, and I like this one a lot. I think it has potential. Beta Ray Bill #1, and I like the art too.
Nice.
Pretty fun comic so far. So, that's some of the stuff I'm pulling just to prove to people that I actually buy modern comics.
Still going? Okay.
Got me an old timer.
Sweet.
Captain Midnight #10.
Look at that
Mac
thing.
Ray Boy.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
And these two slabs, I think I might save it for the hunt. I don't know. We'll have to think about it. That's about it. I don't have too much.
Okay. All right. Let's do it this way if I can. Keep my homies in while I show some books, brother. So yeah, we've been all hitting at it, and we're going to do like some modern, we might just pop open a couple books we got and show the insides and then look at some older insides. So here's a newer book I got. It's I don't know who did this cover, but I love it, man. It reminds me
That's
of
a great cover,
Thor. I love Spawn, man. Spawn
You
is
can't
like
be
one of the
hating on
only
modern
modern
comics
books.
for that cover.
Nah, there's inside art to some of these new books that I definitely like. I don't
Biggie,
know, man.
Biggie,
And
Biggie.
here's a
Biggie.
yeah. Okay.
Isn't
There
that
we
what you
go.
just showed? Didn't you just show this?
Oh, yeah, I did.
That's right. I was just showing that.
Oh, we got both of them.
Yeah, it's a pretty, it's interesting. Modern,
Hey,
modern comics are not
hey,
shackled by continuity issues, so they can be a little more, creative at times, and it helps.
yo, you could tell me and Doc's hip, man. We both got crossover, brother. We don't just buy old books over here, right, Doc?
No, I got
Yeah,
long
we
boxes
know-
of more modern books.
We know the lingo.
Mm.
All right, so let's look at this thing. All right, so this is a new book. Let me make myself a little bigger. We got this fucking love this thing.
Oh,
Oh boy.
that
Yeah,
is
84.
Yeah, I've seen that. People have been tagging me to that a few times on Instagram, and that's just beautiful. That's a great homage.
My buddy
I had that running my pool,
AMKM.
Yeah.
You got
did
one
the
in your
cover?
pool?
Yeah, because I had that
It's-
run, so I got that when it first came out.
It's 84's boy. I can't remember his name. Who is
Ballin?
it, Puff?
It was
The artist?
Yeah, the artist on the cover.
Trying to think if that's Mark Brooks.
It is Brooks. That's who it is. 84 loves
Mark
Brooks.
There you go.
So this is a Mark Brooks cover. And the inside is a little different than just a Capital and Homage, but you know, I might use that book for my modern book just to show the inside. What is it, Doc?
Now, I will say I buy modern comics, but I'm not knowledgeable on modern comic artists. So I can't speak the lingo completely. I have to be honest. I like the stories, but
no, we're just looking.
Yeah.
We're just going to observe. We'll figure it out. We got Puff with us. He'll help us if we need it. But here's a banger, Kubert.
Yeah.
I know my old shit. This is a big bad joke, Kubert. See, them old timers, they write their name on the book, so you don't have to think about that hard. But I fucking love this. I got a ton of Kubert. I would almost say I might have more Kuberts than anybody I know, brother. I don't see y'all out there.
I know you have more
book.
than I do, and I have a good amount.
I think I have the whole Adam Kubert run on Wolverine.
Yeah.
I'm talking Joe, Big Joey Long Dick, though. I'm not talking Adam. Adam's okay. I like Adam, but I like Big Joe Long Dick Johnson Kubert for myself.
I think I may have more Kirby than you, Big, though.
Hey, that was why you gotta go there, man. I wouldn't even talk about Kirby, bro. Damn, Doc. Shit,
you have
bro.
more Kurt Swan than me, though. I'll bet you have more Kurt Swan.
Well, that's not bad. I love Kurt Swan, but I'd rather have more Kubert and Kirby than Swan. You know what this one is, Doc?
Yeah, that is the first time Colossus grabs Rogue's ass. No, I've not. Actually, someone showed that and said what it is, and I've already forgot. I know.
Yeah, I actually learned this one from Madness Comic Head.
Yeah,
it's the first time Rogue joins X-Men. And speaking of Madness, I got a special guest for the night.
Oh.
I'm gonna bring in the other half of the Mega Powers, y'all. He showed up, bro. What's up?
Biggie.
There he is.
Mega Powers Unite. Mega Power Unite. Pump it up. What's up?
Nice.
Hey, 84. When I was watching the Macho Man special on A&E biography,
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I was thinking of you, man. All that, man.
Appreciate that very much. I gotta catch that.
Yeah, it's been great.
All right, glad you made it, Madness.
Yeah,
you can hop in our little show and tell line if you want.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, sweet. I'm gonna finish off mine, and we'll go to Madness because I think I was last. Oh, no. Puff's got booked, but we'll let Puff go last because he's only got one.
Yeah, because mine's tied into our theme tonight.
Okay, good. So we got the New Avengers 54. I think this is First Brother Voodoo, or the new Voodoo character. I had two. Yeah, this is one of them. So 54 and 53 are considered like, I always get mixed up on them, but it's a tie-in to the Voodoo. This is not the key. So I didn't have my phone, so I just guessed. I guess 52 through 54, and I got a really good one. Luckily,
nice.
Figured I showed this banger, little Barry Windsor Smith with what's his name? Old fucking Havoc. It's a Havoc key, like second or third Havoc, some shit. I got the first Vigilante for Madness.
I got that in my 84 mystery box.
Yeah. I love that cover, man. That's George Perez. Fire.
Yeah, it is. This is a fucking beautiful, bro. This is why I grabbed the three Avengers. This is so fucking good, dog. But it's a 1 in 15, I think. First that Voodoo guy. It's like a $30, $40, $50 book, man. It's a fucking banger, fam.
That is a cool cover. I've never seen that.
I fucking love it, man. So I'm real glad I got that one. And then this week I also got the new 52 Action Comics. What's his name? Shit. Calvin Ellis. I
Ellis.
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got 2 of those on the cheap. Buck a piece. All right. I got this one too. I got the A cover, which everybody probably remembers easier.
I have that one.
You do? Nice. Yeah, I think that this book is going to make some movement. I'm pretty excited. I know a lot of people don't fucking like.
Yeah.
What's his name?
You know what disappoints me about that shit? It's like, it just shows that DC movie department, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, hey, let's just do the Black Superman movie. Let's just do like why do a Black Superman movie when you could just do the Milestone series? Like, you're already making Static Shock. Just do an Icon movie. Build out the universe, hardware. Like, that would be dope. Build out Milestone.
Sort of like the way Miles Morales was done. You're not replacing. You're making a different but cool character that has its own legitimacy.
I also thought of that, Doc.
Because they're doing a Black Kal-El too. It's not even that. It's not even like the Calvin Ellis, like an existing. They're just making some brand new remix. Like,
DC is just so far behind. They might as well just give up, man.
Yeah, they're annoying.
I mean, there's
Barry Windsor.
Nice.
Oh, nice. I love that cover, dude.
Just badass.
Yeah. Dude, these books this is my favorite cover from the Weapon X run for sure.
Yeah.
And when I saw that other book pop, I was like, dude, I better get me some of these, brother, because this is my shit.
Yep, that's a good buy.
And
those Barry Windsor Smith Weapon X and his Machine Man. I mean, he had some great covers back in his 90s there.
But I did that right. It didn't work. There you go. Did it fucking go back again? What happened?
Oh, yeah, you switched back. I thought you had more.
No. It switched back for some reason. There we go.
I mean, I got like some random things came in this week. I was just like,
okay.
Ready? So
Czarface. I like that behind you, Czarface.
Yeah, the light's hitting it weird, but I wish I could get it to stand like that. But,
hey, are you copping the new one with the second MF Doom?
Yo, I think so. I think my because I got this as a Christmas gift, right? This is signed by the crew, Inspector Deck, Esoteric, the whole crew, not MF
Nice.
Doom, but very cool. I got Spotify, so I listened to the new album this morning. And word on the street is I might have the vinyl coming my way, which comes with a Czarface comic book. That's gonna be
nice.
cool. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. So here's some stuff. I just posted this on the gram. This was like, I don't know. I just came across this cover while I was browsing eBay. It was like a couple $, and I was like, "Yo, I'm copping that." The David Aja variant. Feels like a real retro. What do you call those polka dots? That's not Zipatone, is it? No, I don't know.
I don't either. I don't know.
Definitely screams silver though. Retro silver.
Yeah, man. So that's pretty cool. Grab that little variant. This just came in today because this is going to be the topic of the next episode of Grader's Notes. Golly. Sorry about that.
Ooh.
This is
nice.
Next episode of Grader's Notes is going to be right here. Thor 251.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Genome picked that one.
Yeah,
he said it's Kirby outsides, Buscema insides, right?
Yeah, it's Buscema inside. Is that a Kirby cover?
That's what he said, but I didn't really see the Kirby in it. I think he might have been just fucking with me.
Yeah, I don't know. I thumbed through it real quick. Len Wein written story. If This Be Death. I feel like Marvel loves that. Like, If This Be Death, that Fantastic Four First Galactus is If This Be
Doom. Yeah, Doomsday.
But yeah, man, I'm not sure what made him pick that. If there was something, I think it was just a random poll. But pretty cool. A little Gila. some books just came in. I totally forgot that I bought these shits because I bought them off a Gorilla Todd auction. Like, bro, it must have been months ago. And like, I literally forgot. And he was like, "Hey, I'm sending you the books." I was like, "What books?" I was like, "Oh yeah, that's months ago." It's like, okay. So there was a couple issues of King Kong number 2. But I bought this pair because it had that King Kong number 1.
Oh, that's fucking good, bro.
Because I love scooping up my Dave Stevens covers whenever I can.
That's fucking
King Kong
good.
definitely got his
Stevens, bro.
Yeah, yeah. King Kong thirsty again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fantastic cover. So
and that King Kong and the trade dress is so old school for King Kong.
Yeah, King Kong 1 and 2. So that was pretty cool.
It's my boy Cat.
I'm about to show you a not safe for work image. Hide your kids, hide your wife, because this was such an impulse cover buy. I think you were in the room when I bought this, Biggie. I don't usually buy these kind of covers, but something about it, I was like, you know what? It's like the
Mamacita.
Like across a lino in female form?
Yeah, it's like a female lino.
I was so confused.
Hot chick variant. I don't know. It's cool.
We was all fucking confused. We said
that from the Thundercats. That's a little after my time. Is that a Thundercat thing?
Yeah, Thundercats, and that's the nice variant. And it comes with that naughty variant.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
Where's the right to censor when you need?
Son of a bitch! You're gonna get me shut down. No, I'm kidding.
I got
red stripe. First strike here.
It is. I gotta say, as far as it's a great cover. I really like the cover. It looks cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, the titty one's better though.
And
for sure.
I don't know. Call me a square, but I usually prefer like these PG ones. It just looks reckless.
Yeah, it's too much. You like a little mystery, man.
Yeah, it's just like
I'm with you.
A little embarrassing.
I'm a classy guy, and
let's not go too far.
You flash it too much, man.
I picked up a cool Captain America 15 center.
A motorcycle.
How badass is it? Cap on a motorcycle.
With the accurate punch.
And it's a 15 center, bro. That's
Time
fucking fire.
Team is action.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
If it's war you want, it's war you'll get. Satan's Angels. It's a biker gang. I read it last night. It's a pretty cool story.
Yeah, but it's almost the old-fashioned motorcycle that he. There's a timely Captain America on a motorcycle that's very, very expensive purely because it's the Captain America motorcycle issue.
You know what's cool?
That's true.
Very famous.
He must have. Did he ride a motorcycle in Avengers number 4? Apparently he did, because like in this issue, like his Cap's on the lam, and he's like not wearing the suit, and then he's like going to find himself, so he buys a motorcycle and he just wants to ride, brother. And when he buys the motorcycle, the guy's like, "Hey, you know how to ride this thing?" He's like, "I haven't rode this since with my days with Bucky in World War II." And you get like a 3-page flashback scene. And it says from the pages of Avengers 4.
Hey, all that cover needed was Red Brown and the helmet on the bike,
Who is it?
Red Brown from the 70s Captain America movies.
Oh,
okay.
Right.
I was about to say, didn't he have a motorcycle in that original attempt, right? Or
yeah, on that TV show, yeah.
On the TV show. I never, it was so short-lived. Even as a kid, I remember seeing one episode and it just disappeared or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think it caught on really because I never.
That's the last time I saw it at the time in the 70s. Never saw it again.
Hey, that was the Cap I grew up on, man.
Really?
I watched that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You watched that, Puff, man.
Yeah, they used to rerun it with the old Hulk TV show with Lou Ferrigno.
Wow, I never would catch that.
Literally, I saw that when it was out, and I've never seen it anywhere in a rerun or anywhere since. Where did you see that?
It was on USA television for a long time. I know what Puff's talking about.
Yeah, USA Network.
Yeah.
I saw
Hey,
the Thor versus Lou Ferrigno Hulk rerun recently. That was really funny.
Yeah, the trial,
Yeah,
right? The trial of Hulk.
Yeah.
Did y'all know that Captain Action, his toy line, they gave him like different characters to wear? Like I saw a Spider-Man costume for Captain Action. I might only want to just figure that out.
I don't even know.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I know
Okay.
that's what nobody knows. Okay, that's cool.
No. And if I'll
Yeah,
just
Captain Action.
I'll end on a banger. The last banger I bought, probably a few weeks ago at this point, but the last banger I got was this baby right here.
Nice.
Ooh.
101.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
X-Men
awesome.
comics.
Shit, that's a high
X-Men
grade.
comics are going nuts right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I know. That 129, dude, is I was just seeing like some crazy sales on that.
Yeah, a 9.8 went for like 10 grand, 13 grand, something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Which is unheard. I mean, I was going for a 9.8 on that a year ago, and it went for 1,500 maybe.
I know.
And I was like, that's too much. Now I'm like,
and
so I still have my 5.0 that I bought in the 1980s in my long box somewhere.
I always thought that one. I'm like, this is such a good piece. It doesn't have the classic cover per se with the people that it's first appearance of, but Emma Frost and Shadowcat are like pretty.
Kavi has a new website where he's selling comics from.
I heard of it.
Comic Books NYC. Shoot something. I forget. You could ask him.
Yeah.
And he had an 8.5 on it. And I almost bought it. And then I talked to him and he's like, oh, yeah, I'm taking that down. He doesn't want to sell it. I was like,
all right. So Tapia mentioned earlier in the comments that he liked the wall art behind me. Of course, that's California Blends artwork. And I had gotten a commission done by her. And it leads into the character that I'm going to talk about with the art of the spotlight. And that is Savage Dragon.
I saw you post that.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Boy.
Man, I was a big Savage Dragon fan growing up. And it's funny how I got into
better image. He was one of the better Image universe heroes at the start there, definitely.
And it's funny how I got into the character because it wasn't like I bought the first issue, but it was because of
You want to lead us off, Puff, and start showing some inside art?
Yeah, it was because of this I became a fan. With the Ninja Turtles crossover.
Oh no shit!
And
number 2.
And this book is my oldest copy. Because I got another copy, but you could definitely tell this been read to death because I loved the Ninja Turtles at the time. So this was my introduction to Savage Dragon, and of course, he got the bag girl art. Larson style.
There's 90s girl.
Is that Larson? Is that Larson?
Yeah, this is Larson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did his whole book. He was he was a throwback kind of guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, Larson's style has changed, but it remains almost the same in terms of how he draws his artwork. He has an old school style when it comes to his art, and he took inspiration from a lot of the older cats like Herb Trimpe and Jack Kirby. With his sound effects, his panel layouts.
Is there any way to look at these and okay, so what do you think about the backgrounds? I'm starting to see a pattern to where a lot of people look at art and they think that it's got to be full and there's got to be detail in the back.
See, I'm the mindset because I got into comics early on that if there's really no background and it's like what we saw on that last page was like a white background or a blue background, I'm perfectly fine with that because if you want to put detail in everything, it takes forever, and you really got to commit to that style of detail when it comes to art. And I don't mind this because it's focusing on the characters. It's not so much the background. It's all about the action and the characters that's involved in that panel. Whereas if you put detail behind it, it's gonna be a lot more work.
And it can be distracting too. It can overwhelm you.
Like he knows where to place some background art in certain pages, and then he knows where to just it's just the color of the background, like it's showing the sky and stuff like that. And
Like,
I love how Raphael's just
like that Raphael panel is a good example of like all you need in a panel like that with him popping out are those speed lines. That's really all you need.
And that's the definition of old school. You know, with the speed lines, you see that a lot in some old comics where you see somebody charging and you got the speed lines behind them. You know, and that's what I liked about Larson is that he had elements of, you know, some Kirby, some Trimp, and Carmine Infantino, and you know, I just love this splash page here with the monster coming up, and you get enough of the detail of the city, but not enough to just overshadow the monster because that's the focus of the page, and that's what I always loved about Eric Larson's style, that he can draw anything, and here's, you know, the lines in the background. You know, it's all about the characters on the panels. You know, and that's what I enjoy. Like, I don't need detail on everything because the characters is what sells the book for me.
Okay.
And
nice.
and I just enjoy Larson's style, and he's a throwback because he still does funnies like little side comics on his back of his Savage Dragon book that focus on funnies, and he can do any style. Hell, he even did a nice parody.
Yeah.
He did it in Savage Dragon style too.
Wow.
And you know, we talk about how Larson likes to pay homage to the old school. Here's a cover homage of Herb Trimpe's Incredible Hulk with the first appearance of Doc Samson.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
And he uses Captain Tootsie.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Captain Tootsie from back in the day, like he was a advertisement character for the Shazam books and stuff. So it was fun researching this. You know, I like how Larson takes like characters in public domain, like him and the Golden Age Daredevil, and puts them in his books. You know, and use them and ties them into the Savage Dragon universe. And it's fun when you look at his art on Caps and Tootsie. It just looked like it's straight out of the old Golden Age style of comics. Get a page. Like you look at his face.
Yeah, that looks like a CC Beck face.
Yeah, and he adopts it into his art style and makes it modern. You know, takes a Golden Age character and makes sure he draws it like he was still in the Golden Age, but yet like, in the modern style.
Kind of looks like Joe Palooka.
Yeah.
All right, I like it.
And that's why I like, you know, he takes characters from way back, put them in his books, but yet keeps the sensibilities and the looks of that character without changing him to fit a modern time. Like he still looks Golden Age here. And that's why I like, you know, Larson's style for me is a mixture of modern with classic. And I love that. And of course, you know, here's some funnies that he does in the back of his books. And he just has a variety of things that he can do.
Okay. That's a fucking great artist to bring up, Buff. I love it. Maybe
you make me want to go back and grab my Image comics out of the long box.
I think we're going to like jump around on the burner, so we might come back to you with some more Larson. But for now, let's bring in Big Doc. Let's see what you got, Doc. You ready, brother?
Sure. All right. I mean, I was talking with Biggie, and I feel like, you know, Golden Age versus modern. If there's a similarity to Golden Age, a lot of Golden Age comic to modern is a lot of modern comics have great covers, and then the insides, they're good. You know, they're not always great. Depending on the artist, depending on everything, there's variability, of course. In Golden Age, sometimes it was great covers, and then the insides had poor art. I mean, they were actually well known for some really awful inside art, depending on the company, like MLJ, which made The Shield, and Zip had terrible inside, but great covers. Whereas Timely probably had much better insides and covers. I mean, it depended on the company, but they were known for skimping on the inside. But I'll give you this is a nice example. Captain America, number 16, I
Oh,
think.
fuck
17,
yeah.
sorry. So great Al Iverson cover, but the insides are pretty dope too. Like you got this splash page. I mean,
Oh
That's
yeah.
nice.
Don't hurt him, Doc. Don't hurt him out there, brother.
and let me just give you some of the sort of the normal, an example of a normal page. So you got,
Son of a bitch.
pretty good colors. And this is, pretty good, but just like you're saying, a lot of detail in the back. A lot
Yeah.
of,
Yeah, the colors are bright. Like those 4-color
Yeah.
comics, bright.
I'm starting to notice more words.
yes, they
a little,
wrote a lot more words.
a little more formality to the boxes.
Here's another cool.
Oh
We have a
my
lot of different
fucking
stories,
God.
and this is the beginning of another story.
Look at that. Is that Iverson cap? Dude, that is so fucking good, bro.
Look at Bucky though, man. So that
Yeah,
again.
it's so fucking good, dog.
Bucky, you gotta love Bucky there. Check out the lady here. Look at her right there in the corner.
Oh yeah.
He's like
A little snotty.
And
Yeah.
and you see that panel that you just showed, the background, the black shadiness to
Look
it.
at them
when it
fucking words. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Here, there's
It's like a
another page.
fucking novel on that one page, bro. That's like
there's
three
reading-
modern books.
reading,
modern books.
Like, look at this page. There's so much going on. It's just like,
Oh my fucking God, bro. When you
Just-
have all them words, Doc, it kind of makes your brain go and loft off into different places, and you just look at that same panel and over, and then you keep
Yeah.
reading, and you think different shit, and I feel like you get more imagination than one word a panel,
look at that. I mean, the explosion.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Let me show you one more splash page that I like, because it goes on. I mean, that's just like I'm halfway through the comic here. It's crazy. It's Golden Age comics were tomes compared to what they write now. It'd take you. Look at that machine.
Damn.
The detail.
You almost thought Cat was almost stepping on that dude.
Yeah.
I
And,
kind of feel like back then, if you had one comic, the people put so much into one comic, that's almost all you
Yeah.
needed per household. It was like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a weird thought goes over me.
I'll say this: like Golden, Silver, and Bronze Age had a lot of text in it. Lots of text, exposition, storytelling within it. Whereas modern comics has this. Let's
you
get
can
more
get
of
through
the
a modern
art.
comic in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
sometimes.
like let's decompress it and just focus on the art. And
Yeah.
that's why you have storylines stretched out to like 6-7 parts, because they want to space it out and focus on the art. But the story, when you read the story, you're like, man, this could have been done in 2 issues.
Yeah. Yeah, I've read. They have comics with no words at all sometimes, and they're still interesting. Like East West, I like that series. They had one comic that had literally no dialogue; it just was an action scene the whole time, and it was cool. But you got through it pretty quick, unless you really want to just go through and enjoy the art.
I like this tempo. I think maybe we'll all just show one version of something and then come back and we could show our counterpart or whatever.
Just show one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Unfortunately, I have this comic, but it's graded.
You got 2 Cap 17s.
I'm not going to break it out of its grade.
Sheesh.
I was trying to find one page that really. Go on, Biggie. I'm sorry.
Okay. We'll come back to it.
What I was trying to find.
We're just going to go with the flow. So I probably read this like 3 times. This is a pocket edition of Superman. And I got one of the stories in here. One of them was like, anyways, it was, I think it was called like the Fossilized Astronaut. or some shit. But my point is with this book is that there's not much art in it, but it's still so fucking entertaining because it's like, you know, your mind wonders with like, these are early stories for Superman. You know, how's he going to deal with certain scenarios and shit like that? There's this one part in here where he's like doing a speech, right? And he like turns for a picture on a camera or something, and a gangster like shoots a bullet at him and shit, and it caught him off concentration or whatever, and actually hit him, and it's just weird shit like that. I just fucking get a kick out of, just like thinking about what's going on. And so that's like, this is just a weird scenario. This ain't like a real good example for a modern or a fucking old book, but I will show this Kirby real quick. Mr. Miracle, we got number 8 right here, and that's a Kirby cover. You know, I like the whole dream aspect to it. He's kind of, it's not like a dream bubble, it's like a dream on a television, so it's a little different, but they got the like dream machine hooked up to him. And this is what the insides were looking at like around. This is a fucking beauty. I didn't even know what was in here until I just picked this up. Here's a double splash.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic.
So fucking crazy, bro.
Awesome.
So this is the kind of value you're getting back then. You know, kind of reminds me of that crossover double splash me and Doc got, but just way more full and crazy. So there's a couple more pages now. I don't know if people would be big fans of this now. You know, it's kind of like boring and facial stuff, but you got the words in there, and you know, you're starting to learn these characters and shit. So just some good solid line work, stuff like that. Now for me, I could see the artisticness in these panels enough to where I would feel pretty happy about my purchase. I'll show some modern stuff later that when I look at, like, I'm not a huge fan of. So you got some books, Madness, or a book you might want to show?
Sure. Yeah, well, why don't I do this? Because what I have pulled here, I have one really good example of art from the 12-cent era, and then I can compare it to a really dog shit version of modern. So, but that's what I will say. As a general rule, I don't think all modern interior art on comics is shit. There's some fantastic shit that you can do with like digitally colored stuff that you just couldn't do before, and it looks great. But they just, well, this is a good example of, they put all their money into the cover. They hire the big guns for the cover, and they get low rent jabronis for the insides for a lot of stuff. Sometimes you'll get a marquee book and you will have good stuff inside, but like, here's a modern book, this She-Hulk, which has a fantastic cover. Like,
Yep.
That's a well done artistic cover.
It is.
They hired, you know, a nice name brand artist for the cover, and then they give you the old switcheroo for the inside art.
Yep.
Oh my God.
God.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. I don't even have to show a new book now that 84 is showing us.
The level of failure on this book, it's amazing. Watch this. So Kirby is always
That is awful.
For like when you open the first page, there's always a banging first page, right? So you open the first page, you get the little stupid recap. But okay, maybe let's not hold that against him. That's not story. But the first page of the story, you always got to knock it out. Usually Kirby would do that full page thing. This book's first page is that.
Whoa.
Just
The Shocker.
Look at that
and
leg.
Dr. Druid.
Oh my God.
technically the first page that you would
And you have
open
the Kubert School there.
is an ad.
Right
Yeah.
in the front.
You really should put the ad here and put the art here. Like
They need those guys to go to the Kubert School, maybe.
yeah.
A little free.
And like, so here's the money shot page, I guess. Like, look at that jumping panel.
Holy shit.
I mean,
I
except for the
read,
She-Hulk, it was okay. The splash page itself was mediocre, not. But yeah, that's
and you know what the sad part is? The story is pretty decent, but man, you got to get through that art, man.
Yeah,
And
Charles Soule, right? Charles Soule
Yeah.
was like, he was a good Daredevil writer, right?
Yeah, but though I really despise when you have some good stories but mediocre to bad art. And
I agree with you. I agree with you, Puff. If the art's bad, even if the story's good, it's very hard. If the story's not great but the art's great, you can get through it. Not too bad. But man, if the story is, it doesn't matter what the story is. If the art's really awful, it's not an easy slog.
Like, what is that bottom panel trying to accomplish? It's showing her going
Ankles.
from standing with her legs 2 feet, like a foot apart, to half-inch apart. Like, I don't get what's the motion happening. But here's the biggest failure of this book. So they're leading up to the big double-page spread, right? Look how they use the double-page spread in this book.
I hate that page, man.
Like, bro,
I hate that page.
That's your double-page big money shot. This.
And we talked earlier about no backgrounds, but that was a complete and utter waste of a splash.
Yeah, because there has to be an action or some kind of something.
Yeah.
But, well, I think part of the problem with that book, 84, tell me if I'm wrong, I think there's a movement for people aren't supposed to be pretty and idolized. And I'll tell you a little story. He froze. I gave a shirt to my brother with the famous Supergirl riding a comet down. You know what I'm talking about? That it's Legion of Superheroes. It's a very well-known cover. And he said he couldn't wear it because it objectified women. And I'm just like, everybody in comics is objectified. All the men are idolized pretty much. All the women are ideal. It's not realistic whatsoever. But there's a movement right now. We got to have realistic looking people. And we don't read comics for realistic looking people.
Yeah.
It's a fantasy for us. I don't want to see someone who looks like me. I don't need love handles and cankles, and and that goes for it's not that I'm interested in men, but I like the ideal form is interesting to watch, and there's this movement like that's not a good thing, and I don't think it's good for comics or comic sales. With specific cases where the person's supposed to be weird looking or whatever, but for the most part, superheroes are all buff, all beautiful, even when they're not physically ass kickers, right?
Yeah, and the thing with She-Hulk is that we all love She-Hulk for not only just the character, but John Byrne really made She-Hulk stand out as that sexy, sassy character.
Yeah. What are the famous covers for She-Hulk in her run besides her number-1 cover?
You got the Vanity. Yeah, the Vanity issue.
Yeah, it's the one where she has the towel, the balloon. It's always fairly objective,
and they poke fun at it on the covers too. Yeah. So it's like it's objective, but yet they actually reference I'm just here to sell the comics.
Yeah.
This Mr. Miracle also had a Boy Commando story in the back of it, and I thought that'd be cool to show. So here's some old Golden Age Boy Commando. I think this is the first Boy Commando story for. That can't be right. It's just probably the first issue, but on the cover it says first. But just some, that's how they used to draw them, brother. And I feel like you see the artistry in it, because today now you could just put an image of something. That's why I think you see a lot of homages, and you see a lot of covers that have just little things added to them to make them look different, is because people are using these graphics now in their little computer pads and their fucking iPads, and basically the laptop ruined music and art because it just makes it easier for them to fucking just scribble and make you don't even have to do anything artistic, really.
Yeah.
That's just the way I think, man.
So you're saying it's easier, yet they take months to put out one comic sometimes.
It's easier but slower,
Are
yeah.
people just lazier? Because Kirby, think about Kirby's production ability in the Silver Age. Like, what comic didn't have Kirby
Yeah, prolific.
pumping out panels and covers and everything? It's by today's standards, that's insane.
Hey,
You all right, 84?
yeah, I'm okay. Hey, can I show one more? And then I got about my food
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
arrived. But I don't want to only show you a shitty comic. I want to do a comparison. So that was the shitty one, right? And if I may show you a banging, old school, time honored issue. Let's look at X-Men 50.
Yes.
Which you still get the fire cover, right?
Yep.
Because that's what the moderns do. They'll give you the fire cover. Cool, great. But they don't bait and switch, man. It's Steranko's on the cover, Steranko's inside. Like, let this designated hitter position for covers, like, that's a modern phenomenon for sure. And it's kind of
Not always. I mean, Golden
it's been
Age,
done in the
like
past.
Schoenberg often did covers and not much of the interior. There's a
Yeah,
good
but
amount of that.
people were driving around in horse and carriages, no indoor plumbing. They were all fucked up. At least in the Bronze Age, Silver Age, the norm, right? You'd have Kirby on the cover, Kirby inside, or Bermuda, what have you. But I know what you're saying. Guest covers for sure. But for a while there, it was the norm that the guy would just do the cover and the inside.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about double page spread, baby. You tell Steranko he's got a double page spread, you're going to get that, you know?
Oh, man.
Really cool, composite, inventive. That's fucking cool.
That is.
And it's just, every page is just, great stuff.
And even the modern X-Men, like the one, the John Byrne stuff, the insides were amazing too.
Oh, yeah.
All the way through, man.
Yeah, that Byrne art is like,
yeah.
I love that stuff. Yeah, so really cool. There's I could pull modern stuff too that is in the same vein. Like, one of the guys I always give props to, as I think a throwback, is Sean Gordon Murphy, who does like Batman White Knight, Tokyo Drift, etc. And he's old school, man. He does awesome covers, and his inside work is fantastic. He might do digital stuff. I think maybe he colors digitally, but I think he still does pencil and ink for like his line work, and then they'll digitally color it, which, I think is fine. But,
yeah, I have a modern one that I think is good through inside and out, the Beta Ray Bell here.
Oh, nice. I want to see that.
It's
so, guys, if you don't mind, so I'm
gonna you got to go eat, man.
I don't want to
before you go, baby.
Hey, 84 though.
Yes, sir.
We sold these last week.
Oh, yeah. You know it, baby. That's awesome. I didn't see yours. Mouth of the South. Sig, dude. Courtesy of my boy Puff. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
I didn't know they were called Monster Maniacs in WCW.
That's awesome, man. Hey, man, one of these days, man, if we can hook up, man, and they have something like that again, man, it'd be a blast. And I can imagine if you and 80 and Biggie was with us at the Gang Bro was just walking around meeting everybody.
Yo, I'd be like, yo, Gang Girl, spit blood on me.
Hey, Madness, man, thanks for coming, bro. You're the fucking man, bro. Anytime.
I'm gonna watch you guys, and I'll be in the chat while I'm eating.
And before you get out of here, man, I'm always down for Mega Power Hour. I'll be waiting for that.
Oh, I know,
that holler, bro. So just let me know.
Appreciate you guys. Talk to you soon.
Take care, bro.
Later, dog.
Good luck on the hunt.
Thanks.
Yes.
All right.
So I'm gonna show a bit more Lawson.
Yeah.
Here's a homage cover that Lawson did that I thought was hilarious. Now, Sal Buscema, the Buscema brothers, John and Sal, are some of my favorites. And this cover of Spectacular Spider-Man 158, the Cosmic Spider-Man, classic cover. You know, I love how, you know, Buscema, you talk about the lines, you know, because Spider-Man is radiating all that cosmic energy. Like, yeah, I'm powerful now. Lawson did homage to that with the complete opposite. Now Spidey goes normal, and he's a sad-looking sack of shit right there with no powers. and if you look at the difference, the guy in the Buscema cover, he's smaller. He like, damn, what the hell did I just get into? Now Spider-Man's gonna kick my ass. Tarantulas bigger, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna whoop Spidey's ass because he's normal. And I just love this comparison because it's Spider-Man who's cosmic and Spider-Man who's normal, and it just parallels so perfectly. When I saw that, I was like, I gotta buy this.
I love these homages I didn't even know existed, man. That's great.
Yeah. And he did one with Spider-Man and Savage Dragon with an amazing 338 with him versus the Sinister Six. And then he did it for Savage Dragon 50.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So those were awesome. But the ones that I got this Kirby book here I want to show later on. But there was one that he did that for me was like top notch. Damn, I just had it. I'll have to come back to it. Oh, here it is.
Okay.
This cover right here. Classic.
Oh, yeah.
Classic Lawson cover. Venom.
Yep.
The skull of Spider-Man.
He really bumped his game up during that Amazing Spider-Man run, I think.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely. I think it was this run, and he followed. The funny thing is he followed McFarlane. And he did just as good or even better job than McFarlane did. So
it's undervalued.
But he did this, and then when he did Savage Dragon, I was like, well, I'm gonna top that. And he did this homage to that.
Oh shit. I didn't even notice that, but I have that book. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a great character. That shit.
Yeah. And then like the bloodless, you know, the chick of the Fiend.
Yep.
You know, it's two different characters, but it's the same homage, you know, to himself, and I love them both. But this Savage Dragon one is just vicious, and it stands out more.
He had to hold the head lower so he could show the titties better.
Yeah. That's an example like, wow, those titties are pretty nice. The face is not great, but yeah.
Like, hey, pull a paper bag over it, you good, man.
Yeah. Damn.
All right, Doc. Let's see what you got, man.
I was just showing a very modern pickup, but you know, I don't even know who these artists are. I'll be honest. I'm not. You guys.
Yeah, I don't either. What's that say? Spencer. We'll just go with that.
Spicer and Warren Johnson. Daniel Warren Johnson is probably the writer, but you know, you got Beta Ray Bill, Kirby S. Monster, and I feel like the insides are pretty good too. I mean, it's, you know, it's a modern book, but
there you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe things are easier. They could just be in their keyboard and
maybe,
but it's got a lot going on. He's chomping on an Asgardian there. It's
I do like it. That's good.
And yeah, got Thor coming in with the lightning eventually. I don't want to. I mean, for a modern, I felt like there was a lot of good action. Someone put some effort into that.
I love when they throw the sound effects sound in there, you know, with the words.
Yeah, they put some serious effort in it. Here's another one I've been reading, Sea of Stars, and to me, everything's sort of dark and like the whole comic looks like that. So I'm keeping up with the story, but I have to admit, I'm not totally digging the art. At times I am. I don't know. Maybe people love this comic. I don't watch people's review of it, but the story's decent. But
I'm gonna try.
the
I'm gonna try one
the
more.
art is underwhelming to me.
I'm gonna try one more before we stop showing
Yeah, you
these.
go, boy.
All right, so I didn't even look at this one, but it could be good because they usually make sure Superman gets some good art. This is an homage to that.
Everybody likes a good homage cover. You
Let's see
can't
what
go
the
wrong with an
inside-
homage cover.
See what the insides look like.
Well, you ain't gonna have that character in there, that's for sure. You kind of wish the comic was that.
I'm not liking it so far. It's a double splash. Yeah.
That's a pretty, give it.
Yeah, I don't know. Just not my thing. Here's another few panels. Like, I grew up on Jurgens and shit, and Jurgens was a dog. Like, he could actually draw pretty good. And
who is the artist on that? Because I feel like
this is Yang and Porter and Hi-Fi, whatever the hell that means. Hi-Fi.
Oh, I know Porter. Yeah, I know his art. He's very missed for me. Like, I'm not a fan of his style of faces and.
So I'm not trying to like pick on modern. This was just a random pull. I didn't look at the inside of it, but I'm just not a fan. Like, and a lot of shit like that. Like, I get Gwenpool, which I love for the story, but it's just horrible. But the art is, at least. But most of it, there is some good shit, and I do like some Deadpool artists. But if we're going to talk about modern art, like, the guy I think of that knows the most shit about modern art is Justice for Comics.
Justice.
Hey, what's going on?
Break us off with some modern banger art.
I have a cigar usually for the hunt, but yeah.
I know you love it, Justice. You got to go get some of your modern killers.
Oh, a lot of exclusives coming out, man, these days. Holy crap. I can't keep up with them all. Too many.
That was kind of like tonight's topic was old versus new art, and I thought you'd be a good person to bring in for new art.
I mean, I like a lot of the old stuff too. The new stuff, obviously, technique and digital art and a lot of that stuff makes it look fancy. Like, you got guys like Delato, right? I just got this in the mail today where, that stuff's crazy, right? It's just so good. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of appeal to the modern art, but I like a lot of the old stuff too, I like a lot of old Kirby, Steranko, a lot of that old stuff too. But it's just a different style today, that's all. It's a lot of it's like fine art now, right?
Yeah, pop that bad boy open. Is he in the inside?
Who is that?
No, I don't think he's in the
He's not on the inside of that one.
Who are you looking for?
I was just wondering what the inside of the book looked like.
Is the cover artist the same as the inside?
No.
I got the first issue.
Let's see if it jumps a big jump in standard or quality once you open it.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
This is Alien #1. I mean, it was a good read. It was okay.
Probably Alien's known for being very dark, so
yeah, it's a dark story for sure. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, artistically, there's a lot of fucking black in there.
But
okay,
Delato, man, he's this guy gets paid he just does covers. He used to do interior artwork a long time ago, but he gets paid a shit ton of money to do these covers, so he's not going to do interior art. Forget it.
Now, Biggie, I think one of the issues with modern versus older stuff is just the paper is so different too. That makes a difference.
Oh yeah,
like the
absolutely.
whole inside of modern comics is glossy, very different. Whereas that cellulose sort of paper, the what you think of as comic paper doesn't really exist much anymore. I mean, sometimes I guess people bring it back.
I love smelling an old comic book because it's like you're smelling the past. You're smelling the past. It's awesome.
Yeah. So it's a different medium. It really is. It's very different.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I was thinking since I ain't got nowhere to go, we'd go for another 30 minutes or so, just because.
Well,
if it anyone's going to go, that's okay.
I want to show this cover on a Larson that definitely evokes Kirby. Like,
oh yeah.
Once he put it on me.
That
the big hands.
Yeah.
Yep, I see the Kirby and the knuckles.
Kirby loved to draw those hands, man, like out
Yep.
out in front of you. The dynamic, right? Like, yeah.
Yep.
And then the background, with the yellow and the spot black spots, it definitely has Kirby-esque. And I mentioned Kirby earlier, like I'm not gonna open this book because this book is a beast, but the Fourth World Omnibus.
Ooh.
And,
Oh yeah, cool.
It's always great to have a throwdown cover, and especially when it's Kirby, Orion versus Darkseid. Awesome artwork. Kirby is just so unique with his style. And
here's old Kirby. This isn't the original, but
look at this guy, Doc.
That's
He
one of
just
his
bust
first
out of Young
covers right
Allies
there.
like it's a fucking.
Nice.
Man, that's a good shape too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is it's not the original. It's just a.
I was gonna say that must be a reprint, right?
Yeah, it's a reprint.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
you got
awesome
Hitler on the cover. You got to have Hitler on the cover, right? Yeah.
Yep, Red Skull and just the motion. This is early Kirby. Yep.
So we showed all different types of styles of art. Maybe we'll just kind of simmer down now, talk about some future stuff. So me and Doc's going to be in the hunt tonight, defending our tag belts against Captain some mystery opponent. I'm gonna let Doc. I want to go over some specifics with you, Doc, before we go, because this is the first time I want you to lead. So Puff knows, like in a tag match, the lead guy is basically the worker, and you're gonna be the decision maker. So here's the thing. I just want to go over this before we get into our battle later tonight. Is that whenever they show you wait till they show the book before you decide if you want to tag me in or not.
Gotcha.
Which I'm sure you know all this shit. I just want to say it beforehand. But yeah, so let them show first. Then we get the choice of tagging in. But if you think you can wing it, and then also, if I want to tag in, I'll just be like, yo, let me get in. But
Yep.
So we got that out of the way. I'm excited for it. I think me and Doc's defended like 13 times or some shit at this point. So
yeah, that bounty on our head's getting old, man. He should have put it in a CD, a short-term CD, so it could start earning some interest or something. I don't know.
I won this slab from Slotted Up. Got me a slab today.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Justice League of America. Cool. It's number 53. And it's a Wonder Woman bondage cover. So there you go.
Nice.
I like that. Let's see who did the cover on this bad boy. Mike Sikowski. Sid Green art. Mike Sikowski.
Wasn't he in that Monsters movie? Sikowski.
I don't know.
He was the eyeball. The eyeball. That was. Never mind. That was Mike Sikowski. I think the character's name was Mike Sikowski. He's Billy Crystal. He did the voice for that guy.
I was trying to think of the kid's name from the Munsters. Anybody remember that?
Hell no.
The boy. You don't remember? Was it? It wasn't Pugsley.
Eddie? Was it Eddie?
No, it wasn't. Yeah, Eddie. That's one thing. Is Eddie.
Yeah.
What up, 90 fam? Good to see you, brother.
90.
So yeah, man, how's Big Justice been doing, man? I know you've been kicking them. We got to do our Stacked and Jacked. We got. I want to do like a monthly thing. So next episode's going to be on Justices. I'll get in touch with you soon. We'll figure that out.
I've had a couple artists on lately. I had John Guillong on the show a couple weeks ago. He's a modern cover artist. And I had just on Thursday, I had a new artist by the name of Casey Woolner. He did a new cover for Silver City. It's an Image comic book coming out in the next month. It looks pretty cool. And I was
Silver
stoked.
City, it's in like heaven.
What's that?
Like it's in heaven, the Silver City of the.
Yeah, it's a supernatural type thriller type book, and I think the main character is like this punk rocker type chick with like a mohawk, and he did a pretty cool cover of her. And they were selling like a metal cover. I bought one of the metal covers. There were only 50 of them. They sold out pretty quick. And he's got really good art style. I think he could be somebody down the road who could start to get popular. So yeah, we'll see.
I'll tell you a cool cover I really want, man, just because it's a one of a kind thing. You know what I'm saying? I want one of those bloodshot glass covers, bro.
You know, I had one. I had
You
a
had
bloodshot.
one.
Yeah, I did. I sold it. Now I paid way too much. I think I paid like $380 for it. It was way overpaid.
It's almost down to like $250 now, bro.
Yeah,
Like it's getting close to where
I think I sold it around $225, $250 to a subscriber, one of my followers on Instagram. But I didn't like it because it was oversized, so I had to have it like in a magazine style, like My Light, and I was always afraid of dropping it. You know, it's literally a glass cover, and it's heavy. It's like it weighs like 4 or 5 times what a comic book normally weighs.
yeah.
So I didn't like it because I just felt like I'm gonna break this thing. So
Okay.
I like the metal covers way better. They're lightweight. They're normal size. The glass covers are typically oversized, and yeah, there's storage issues with them. So I bought that Bloodshot cover, and I paid too much for it. I took a loss on it. And I was just like, I'm done with it. But
I'm a pretty radical, opinionative dude now. You guys don't have to jump in the boat with me on this, but I want to just say, like, the hashtag Grow Together, like, I've been watching it and it's inspired me to start my own hashtag Grow Together, and I am going to be pushing D-Runk soon. So I'm going to get at least 20 subs for D-Runk. I might call it NWO Together or Grow Together. I don't know yet, but I'm
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, Biggie. You might as well be speaking Mandarin freaking Chinese.
It's like trying to get subscriptions for other channels.
For YouTube channels, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I see. Grow Together. So you're just getting more subs. Okay.
We all look at porn and try to get our penises to swell up.
Nice
together.
metaphor. Yeah.
Dude, my Instagram channel does way better than my YouTube channel. I'm just under 800. I'm just under 800 subscribers on YouTube, and my Instagram is like almost 1,300 subscribers now on followers. So I do way better on Instagram.
I think it's important. I think there's Doc hates talking about subscriptions. I never talk.
No, I don't hate talking about it. I'm just
yeah. I don't pay attention to it much.
I got 950 on Instagram. I didn't even know that. All right.
I think it's kind of like the crab in the bucket shit. Like, have you ever heard that where a crab tries to get out of a bucket, all the crabs bring it back down, and then they'll kill the crab if they try to get out? And, so, you know, it's like you said, Instagram, you get followers, bang, bang, pow, no problem. But
I get them every day. I get several every day. Yeah.
That's easy as fuck. So I want to turn my channel into like people can fucking, because everybody's got Wrench anyway. I want just people to subscribe because it's a good move. I think it's fun to do, and I need some fucking viewers anyway. But but the other thing I was going to say besides that was what else was it? Oh yeah, I brought up the D-Runk shit. So that's about it. That'll be my first person, and then I'll start looking for more to push. But that's about it. Puff, you've been doing your VV movie shit. That was a great fucking episode. I watched the replay of the Van Damme with with what's my guy's name that was breaking the ice?
Oh, Bolo Young.
Bolo Young, dude. He's fucking hardcore, bro. I actually watched some of Bloodsport after I watched y'all, and the end part where Van Damme's like blind and shit, and he's like furious. He's like, oh, you know, and then he calms down and he fucking catches him and shit. It's a great movie. Only critical part I'm gonna say is he was showing that he could do the splits a little bit too much for my liking. Like any fucking chance he had.
That's a Van Damme trademark, though, man.
Yeah,
that's a Van Damme trademark.
Can we sneak a split scene in this fight? Like, if
you could like just drop a split and put your fist up like that, you'd be doing that all the time, man.
Hey, if we talk kickboxing, you know we gonna talk about the dance scene in Kickboxer.
Oh God, that's terrible. That's a big meme now. That's a big meme now, right? That's a big meme.
Oh, I want to.
I was not thrilled with. That.
I want to. I love this because you guys are letting me air out a lot of fucking opinions, and I got some reverberation here or whatever fuck. So okay, I do notice in the community there's a lot of new comic book day fucking excitement as fuck, and I'm just throwing out a theory here, brother, that there's just as many back issue collectors as there is new comic book day collectors. But it might not be as exciting as New Comic Book Day collectors. What do y'all think of that? I'll let
They
you go
might not be
first.
mutually exclusive.
I'll let you go
There's
first,
probably
Doc.
people that do both.
What do you think about it, Doc?
I have no idea.
I mean,
the more people buying on the secondary market and the primary market, the better it is for all of us, as far as I'm concerned.
okay.
Yeah,
That's about how I feel.
Yeah.
Like I don't even personally do comic calls like that. Like whenever I do a comic call, it's just showing off everything that I brought, whether it's old issues, new issues, whatever.
Yeah.
So it like I don't specifically focus just on new comics. Like my hauls would be like if you watch the comic call and roundtable discussion page, they just shows off everything. 30 minutes of nothing but back issues. And I enjoy that because they show some fire books. So
I mean, I showed more recent pulls today than I've showed ever, but I do get anywhere from 3 to 10 comics a week on a pull list. So yeah, I do. I like to keep up with stuff, and I'm always adding stuff. If I have any interest, I ask the guy, just add that and I'll try it out for a little bit. But I'm not going for, like Justice, I know you're going for the cool covers and a lot of the exclusives and variants.
I have an addiction. I have an addiction problem. That's my problem.
We all do, my man.
My pre-orders are about $150 a month, and then exclusives are probably at least $200 to $250 a month in exclusives.
So you got all the Something Is Killing the Children's, right?
I got a lot of them. Yeah.
Okay, I know you got the whole run of fucking Ice Cream Man.
Yep. And I've got the Something Is Killing the Children. I have the big book, which is number 8, 1 and 25. That's the biggest book by far. That will be a $4,000 book at some point. Easy. There's very few of them out there. Very few. Maybe once a month, you'll see one on eBay, and it'll be graded, and it'll sell for. I think the last one sold for like $1,500. Yeah.
Damn.
It's a great story too. That always helps.
Yeah.
My shop's shitty, so I have to like pre-order books and like fucking.
I bought those two on eBay. I bought them on Midtown. The week I literally did a live stream when I was buying them, and I had people saying, "You're crazy. You're paying 3 times ratio." Because it was a 1 in 25. I was paying $66. I bought 2 of them, and I sold one for 200 and something. A big profit on one of them, and the other one I held, and the one that was like literally perfect. So I've got one that is a 9.8 for sure, and I just haven't graded it. It's in raw condition. It's a
tough hobby, man. Like if you don't want to spend a bunch of money, like good luck, bro. But
yeah, I appreciate the hustle of people who really go for the variants, man. That takes effort.
I found
guts. I found this, and I felt like I found something.
Oh, that's a good one. I love that cover. Yeah.
It's so fucking good, right?
Yeah.
Justice. And then I found a couple of these, and I was like, "Yo, like this is my New Comic Book Day buzz," because I don't usually get like the big New Comic Book Day. Fucking.
See, like where I live, I don't have a lot of shops near me, so I don't do a lot of hunting. It's all online for me. I don't like the closest shop is like 35, 40 minutes away, and every time I go there, I don't usually find much. I don't know. It's weak where I'm at. Where I live in Tampa, it's not very good. Yeah.
A lot of places.
Man, we got to hook up, man, in Tampa because I'm going.
Are you
going back down there? No, I'm in Orlando.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Me and Steve, then we plan to come back down there because we was on there a couple weeks ago. We hit up Urban and stuff like that. So we're gonna come back down there during Memorial Weekend.
Yeah, let me know. I'd love to hook up with you guys. That'd be awesome.
I'm surprised Tampa doesn't have good LCSs. I would have figured they would.
They've got a few, but a lot. There's a good one in St. Pete. There's one way up in like Newport Richey. It's like 45 minutes away. It's a good store. Not that many though. There should be a lot more than there are. There's just not too many great ones. I haven't found. Yeah.
I love Urban just for the back issue collection. Like, I know I can go there and fill up some runs, and finish out runs.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I have to drive 30 minutes to get to a shop, I'm pretty much kaput too. So I'm lucky I just have a couple places 5 minutes away, and I could sneak in there every day and shit like that. So.
Yeah, I have two stores that are on the way back from work, and I have one pretty close to work. So there's more that I don't know about. Yeah. I don't hunt very far.
A lot of people don't have the resources to get to these places, and a lot of places they know the prices of every fucking book, and they use their phones to look up, and they go by the highest listed amount. And there's a bunch of, I mean, honestly, like the good LCSs are further from the bad ones. Like it's in my opinion, my spot I go to, they bought a collection, they made their money tenfold, so they don't give a shit at this point. But LCSs that like thrive on it, I know my shop, she went from having a quarter bin to a dollar bin to she don't know how much it is now. It's just a bunch of like, it's a bunch of 90s image, like, you know, Malibu, and they should be quarter books. And I try to keep her to that, but you know, that's how it goes.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, I had a good time. I think this is a fucking blast.
Yeah. Thanks for inviting me. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming.
And Puff.
I'll go around the horn and we'll just get the hell out of here. So you got anything coming up, Justice?
Every Thursday I do my whiskey, cigar, and comic show. I drink whiskey, smoke cigars, and I talk a little bit about comic books. So
what whiskey are you drinking just now?
Oh, this is just wine. I just drink a little red
wine.
Yeah. If I drank whiskey every night, I'd be in trouble. My liver would be dead.
Smart man.
Yeah, I have a relaxed channel. I have a good regular people in the chat when I do live streams. I probably have like 10 guys that are always there. It's pretty interesting, and we always have a good time talking and chatting back and forth. So yeah, my channel. I don't care if my channel grows to 5,000 subs. I don't care about that. It's for me. It's just having fun, talking comics, and I don't ever take any of it seriously. So. Yeah, I get people all the time trying to give me suggestions. Oh, if you did this, you'd be a.
It sounds like Justice is more my temperament with this whole sub thing than you.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I'm the same way. Like, I do my channel for fun. I really don't do it for to try and get 1,000 subs and stuff like that. I just do it just to enjoy the community and have fun talking with everybody.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
So tomorrow I have my chat with the comic community, 2 p.m. Eastern. Hoping to get some people on there. We just have fun. I'll show some new books on that show. Then at 8:30, between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, I'm a regular panelist on the Comic Hall and Roundtable discussion. That'll be tomorrow night. And then hopefully Sunday we have another episode of Silver Age Sunday. Might be hosted by Cookie, just a little podcast. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And next Friday, me and Vigilante will be talking about the 39th anniversary of Conan the Barbarian movie.
Nice. I just watched the movie the other day. I love it. I love that movie.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we were talking about Van Damme earlier.
When he does the prayer to Crom. Remember when he does the prayer to Crom?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I
love that part, man. He's like, if you don't listen to me, then screw, like fuck you, I love that.
He's always talking smack to Crom. Like when I go there, I'm
gonna with you, right? Yeah, I love it.
I love it, man.
That's the best. That's Conan right there, man. Have you done Time Cop yet, Puff?
No, we haven't.
Van Damme. The funny thing is, because I was thinking of other Van Damme movies I liked. I love Time Cop.
We talk Hard Target, John Woo and Van Damme, and we did Bloodsport, but we definitely gotta talk Time Cop.
Yeah.
Wasn't there one with his twin brother? It was like Van Damme played two people. Right?
Double Impact. Yeah,
that's right.
Yes.
Didn't I
crazy.
have Dennis Rodman in it?
Oh yeah, he did one with Dennis Rodman. I remember that one.
Okay. So I've been trying to get Doc a little. Well, I haven't really been trying, but me and Doc talking. He said he might do a show on his channel. He's thinking about it, so we ain't got to bring that up now, but. I appreciate you, Doc. You of course, you'll be on the hunt with me later, and hopefully you'll be back on next Friday.
We'll be on the hunt, and I'm on Cover Slingers, same time as Puff is on, unfortunately. But you guys can go back and forth and vote for me, and then go back to see Puff, and then. But so it'll be war comics tomorrow. So I better go find some good war comics. That's up my alley.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
Appreciate you. So hopefully Big Puff and Doc will come back for another King of the Ring next week, and we can do another topic, maybe more free flowing and shit. I just like fucking hanging out and doing
it's
shit.
fun to hang out, man.
And the thing is, today was Owen Hart's birthday. This is Owen Hart's birthday, man. So, damn, 56 years old he would have been if he was still alive.
Yeah, the rumor that I heard was that he really was just trying to get a few more paydays, and he was going to retire too. Like he's wanting to be a teacher, which makes it even more sad, you know.
Yeah.
But thanks to the chat for coming. Puff's absolutely right. Shout out to Owen Hart. Big Justice, appreciate you, brother. Stacked and Jack's gonna be coming. Me and Big Puff. We got King of the Ring, Doc Savage, King of the Ring. Watch out. I'm gonna sink your battleship, Cap. We're tired of you trying to take our straps, brother. Your $200 bounty. Every time we battle, it's either you or her, man. And I'm starting to see a pattern here, brother. That's the only people we get to fight. So hopefully we can end that little camaraderie battle shit with fucking Captainite, and we'll get a new enemy. But who knows, bro? I don't know. And that's it. So catch y'all later. King of the Ring.
Guys. Have
Peace,
a good
love,
night.
and pussy. Y'all saw that old books are better than new. Saw it here first, brother.
Biggie. Biggie.